Landon. Landon. Who is it? Landon. Who is it? It's Grandpa Aaron. What time is it? It's time to read a book. How are you today, Landon? Are you having a good day? Are you laughing and smiling and being good? I hope so. What book do you think we have today? Do you remember the last book, or one of the last books that we read? Robert the Rose Horse. So that one had a lot about roses in it too, right? So this book is kind of like that. This book, though, is called No Roses for Harry. And this is Harry, the dog. But apparently he's not going to have any roses. So let's read it, shall we? By the way, Grandpa Aaron loves you, Landon. And ta-da! All right, shall we get started? All right, there's Harry. He's got some sort of a gift there. I wonder what that means. It says, No Roses for Harry. There's a book, and there's Harry. It looks like he's, or not a book, but a box, and it looks like Harry's unwrapping that box. I wonder if maybe he wasn't supposed to. Here we go. All right. Harry was a white dog with black spots. On his birthday, he got a present from Grandma. Do you get presents from Grandma? You get good presents from Grandma? Like your boots? You know, your boots that light up? Those are from Grandma, huh? It was a wool sweater with roses on it. There's a sweater. And if you look real close, you can see there are roses on it. Harry didn't like it the moment he saw it. He didn't like the roses. Guess not everybody likes roses. When he tried it on, he felt cozy and snug. There, he's got it on, you see. But he still didn't like the roses. He thought it was the silliest sweater he'd ever seen. Do you think the sweater looks silly? Or do you like the sweater? The next day, when Harry went into town with the children, he wore his new sweater. There it is. He seems kind of bummed about it. When people saw it, they laughed. When dogs saw it, they barked. Harry made up his mind then and there to lose Grandma's present. When they went into a big store to shop, the children took off his sweater and let him carry it. That was just what Harry wanted. First, he tried to lose it in the pet department. Where's the sweater? It's up there. But a man found it and brought it back. That was nice of the man. Then he tried to lose it in the grocery department. Do you see it? It's down there on the shelf. But a lady found it and gave it back. Here she comes. That was nice of her. He tried to lose it in the flower department. Do you see it? Where is it at? It's right there. But a little boy found it and gave it back. The children didn't let Harry carry it anymore. They made him wear it. As they started for home, Harry was beginning to think he'd never lose it. There he is with it again. See, his eyes look a little bummed out about that sweater. Sorry, the pages are sticking together. Here we go. When he got home, his friends were waiting to play with him, but Harry didn't feel like playing, so they left him alone. There he is again, kind of looking bummed out. As he sat wondering what to do, Harry noticed a loose stitch in his sweater, and he pulled at the wool just a little bit at first, but then more and a little bit more. Harry didn't know it, but a bird was watching. See the bird? It's watching Harry. In a minute, Harry had pulled out quite a long piece of the wool. The end of it lay on the grass behind him. Suddenly, the bird flew down. There comes that bird. Quick as a flash, she took the end of the wool in her beak and flew away with it. It all happened before Harry could even blink. The sweater began to disappear right before Harry's eyes. Look, it's coming unraveled. First one leg, and then the neck, and then the other leg, and then the back, and finally, the whole thing was just one long piece of wool flying off in the sky. The sweater was gone. Harry could hardly believe it. He barked and jumped with joy. Then he ran out of the yard. He ran down the street, barking thank you to the bird over and over again. There's the bird up there. The bird and the wool were just a tiny speck in the sky, but Harry kept on following them. He came home thirsty and tired and was having a drink in the kitchen when the children ran in. "We got a letter from Grandma," one of them said. "She's coming to visit us," she shouted the other. Harry thought of the sweater and his tail dropped. Why? Because now he knows Grandma's going to be sad, huh? Before Grandma came, the family looked everywhere for the sweater. They wanted her to be able to see how nice Harry looked in it. Of course, they couldn't find it. Only Harry knew why. When Grandma arrived, Harry ran to her with his leash. Then he sat up and begged. "All right, Harry," said Grandma. "After I've had my lunch and a nap, we'll go for a walk." That afternoon, Harry and Grandma and the children started off on their walk. Harry barked happily and pulled forward to the park. What's that? That looks like that same little bird, doesn't it? When they got to the park, Harry pulled harder. The children let him off his leash and he ran on ahead. He seemed to be looking for something. All at once, he stopped under a big tree. And he looked up and began to bark and wag his tail. Grandma and the children came running. They got to the tree and looked up too. Suddenly one of them said, "I see a nest. It's made of wool," said the other, "and it has roses on it, just like Harry's sweater," they shouted together. "It is Harry's sweater," exclaimed Grandma. Just then, a bird looked out of the nest. "Look, Grandma, look," shouted the children. "Harry gave his sweater to a bird." "I wonder how he did that," said Grandma. The bird sang, and Harry wagged his tail even harder. At Christmas, Harry got a new present from Grandma. It was a new sweater. Harry liked this one very much. You see the sweater? It's got black and white spots like Harry has. When he tried it on, he felt as cozy and snug as the bird in the nest. And the best of all, it was white with black spots, just like Harry. All right, I hope you liked that one. No roses for Harry. I guess Robert gets all the roses from here out. All right, Landon, I just want to say again, Grandpa loves you. I hope you liked the book, and we'll record another one soon. Bye-bye, Landon. Bye. And what's our favorite word? Ta-da! That's it. All right, bye-bye.